Hey guys, and welcome back to Hebe Cards. I've got one more game for the day. Let's see if we can get anything done in the standard casual format. Now, last time we fought off against Dragapult, and that was a tough one. We did unfortunately walk away with the loss, with the Dragapult player having disrupted our hand about 4 times almost, destroying our trainers before we can get there, which was almost as bad as facing the Badoo version. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves. All right, well, heads. Gonna grab this here. Go first. Okay. It's like this time we're starting with our Let Kid, which is fine since it can attack for no energy. I'll keep this Pawmot in hand for now. To think the Let Kid is a bit better than the Pawmot. Pawmot needs a retreat, needs a lightning energy to only do 20 damage, whereas though the Let Kid has 30 health, 10 under, but it can do 30 damage for no energy. Interesting. Alright, let's first start with Tandem Unit. Putting onto the bench a Iron Hands and a Pachirisu and a Miraidon. Then we can use another Tandem Unit for my other Miraidon to put onto the bench for the best here. Now my opponent's got a Dunsparce and a Toadscruel. Not 100% sure what they're playing, so I'll throw down a Pikachu. Pikachu EX, that is, for the free retreat. Okay, then we'll go in for Electric Generator. Look at the top 5 and miss everything, because of course. Fine. We'll put down an Electric Energy naturally onto Pachirisu. And in turn, let's see what the opponent's got. Toadscruel. Now that's interesting. It looks like we're finally facing something that's not Dragapult. But what will we be facing? Wiglet? Is this going to be Mill? Precious Trolley, the ace spec, allowing them to fill the rest of their board. As Precious Trolley allows you to search your deck for any number of basic Pokemon and throw them right on your bench. A bunch of Wiglets. We're facing Wiglet Turbo. They're probably going to free retreat into Badoo and stop me from using items with Badoo. Because Badoo. And it's Itchy Pollen. Going for an Arven. What are they going to grab? An Ultra Ball? Like, what does one grab in this situation, actually? Okay. Placing the escape board that they searched out onto the Toadscruel. Free retreat into Badoo, I would imagine. And go in for the Itchy Pollen. Luckily, I don't really need to use any items, so I'm not exactly worried about Itchy Pollen. What I do want to do is get rid of that Toadscruel. So we're going to go into Pachirisu here. Elect Kid has the ability to take out anybody. So, Crackling Shot. Let's go on and put 30 onto Toadscruel, meaning they either evolve it now or lose it. Everything on their bench is 60 health, so Elect Kid can 2-hit everything. So let's see what they're rocking. Do they have the Toadscruel? A Pokegear, okay. Grabbing a Judge. I mean, I'm unaffected by that. Arven. They do have the Judge in the background. Okay. What did they search with the Arven this time? Oh, they're just a searching. I don't know if this means that their deck is working or not working. Gravity Stone, Gemstone. Interesting. They're going to attempt a lock? Now, if I'm not mistaken, that card... Well, I want to see that. Itchy Pollen, of course, or whatever. That's fine. Let me see that. Stop running. As long as this Pokemon... the retreat cost of both actives is 1 more. So to keep in both babies in place to keep me under lock as long as possible. That's fine, since I literally can't really use anything in my hand anyway. So they're gonna... I mean, that's fine. Crackling Shot. I'll use my Let Kit to take out Toadscruel. This will also keep them from free retreating their Badoo, so... Electric Energy? Like that. Lightning. They want to stop me from getting into Pachirisu. Buddy Buddy Poffin. They're just filling their back row. Getting another Toadscruel. I'm pretty sure it's a Wiglet deck, but they want to make sure their things are able to retreat for free. They go for the Judge. Evening out our hands at 4 apiece. I drew into the Legacy Energy. Alright, it might actually be worth taking out the Badoo now, because I got Electric Generator. A triple energy onto Wiglet. Itchy Pollen. Looks like that takes out my Let Kid, unfortunately. But he did very good. Let Kid did wonderful. Alright, Pachirisu, you're up. I can't use my generator this turn, obviously. But what we can do is use Jacques to go through the deck and grab Pawmot EX and Pawmot as well. I have reasons. Alright, let's put Pawmot on the bench. Evolve into a Pawmot. Put this Legacy Energy from my hand onto... I will attempt it. Miraidon always gets me killed every time. So let's attempt it though. We'll put this onto Pawmot. And then Pachirisu is going to everyone discharge for 110. Hits for 20 more times the number of Pokemon on my board. Other than itself. Pawmot, right on time. Okay. Now, if all goes well, I should be able to use Arven next turn to go grab a rare candy to evolve directly into Pawmot and start preparing another Pokemon. He did get into his Toadscruel, which of course means I can't put stuff from drop back into the hand, but if you guys remember, I don't have any recursion anyway, so that doesn't really affect me. What is this guy going for? He still hasn't evolved his Wiglet into a Wugtrio. Puts out the Messagoza. Throws another reverse energy onto Wiglet. Flips for the Messagoza, gets a Tails. I mean, if Messagoza works for me, then that makes it so that I can use Arven to kind of do whatever I want. Alright, let's find out what happens. We're going to evolve into Pawmot. Activate its Electrogenesis. While even on the bench, it can grab a lightning energy from the deck and ramp it directly onto itself. So 1 more energy and that thing is ready to swing. Then we'll go in for Messagoza. By using their stadium, I'll flip a coin. If heads, I get any Pokemon. It was tails. That's unfortunate. Which means I will have to use the Arven to go grab a rare candy. Possibly. I could get a generator, but rare candy's fine. And Vitality Band. This will, of course, allow me to activate the candy to skip evolution into Pawmot EX. Electric Generator. I did get the 2 energies needed to power up EX. Alright, let's get the taken victories. Everyone discharge. That is a KO on Dunsparce. Practice Studio. I'll be able to replace their Messagoza after using it next turn. Let's see what they've got. You know, with my deck revolving around stage 2, I'm never going to get to use Practice Studio. I'm not exactly sure why I had that in here. That's actually a blunder. That could probably be replaced for the boss. Or some other stadium to allow me to keep the stadium war going up. But yeah, Practice Studio might have to come out of here. because it only would really help out Raichu. So I'm going to take out the practice studio. They finally get into their Wugtrio, and they're going to begin their mill. Oh. That's 2, meaning I mill 6 cards. It's 3 times the number of heads. I see. So I have to take out this Wugtrio, then find a way to get that other Wiglet. So I see what they got set up. Then I know exactly what I need to be doing. All right, we're going to activate Electrogenesis. Grab me that energy. All right, he's ready to go. Once he's done, Mesagoza. Flip a coin. It should be heads. Give me a heads. It's heads. How nice. All right, then I'm going to, with that, grab Pachirisu. Looks like they're not playing an EX, so all this extra damage doesn't really mean as much. But I will put an energy on Miraidon. Have Pachirisu destroy their Wugtrio. See if they have another Wugtrio, otherwise they're probably going to die. I'll take a prize. Brock Scouting, how nice. I don't really need any more Pokemon Search. They're probably going to give me a Wiglet, the one with no energy, so that they don't, die. No, they must have the Wugtrio in hand. Okay. Hand of 4. They could have Brock Scouting. A Night Stretcher. Okay, even better. Grab back the dead Wugtrio. Evolve. It's cool to see someone playing something other than Dragapult. That's nice. This is why I stay on the casual side, though, because you'll see cool decks like this. They missed the Mesagoza. And if you guys like anything that you are seeing, be sure to drop me a comment or a like or subscribe if you're so inclined. Okay. Undersea Tunnel, Mill, Tails. That's unfortunate. Tails always fails. Here goes. Draw. Electricity Generator. Miss again. More and more thinking about putting more energy in here. But the boss is definitely going in after this game. Alright, let's use Mesagoza. I might fail this one. Yeah, I saw that coming. But I also don't want them to use it anymore, so let's get rid of their Mesagoza. Oh, nice. Alright. Don't need to use Pawmot anymore. There's no reason to put extra damage on anyone. Let's just discharge. Now, they could put Toedscrow on the active, thinking that I can only hit for a 110, and Toedscrow has 120 health. So, yep. They don't know that I have the Vitality Band. So unless they hit me with an Iono or another Judge, I'm just going to win here. This one was a pretty simple game. What looks like that's it. Well then, yeah, and I finally drew my boss. Took you long enough. Alright, put on the Vitality Band. It's been nice knowing you. Everyone discharge. 120. I got through them before they can mill me out. And I was able to do that because Pachirisu, which of course is the #1, that card is the GOAT, is able to attack for 110 by, my second turn. So if I go first, then whatever Pokemon they have in the active is getting murdered. And that really disrupts what people are going to do unless they have a utility Pokemon in their active. So looks like I take that one. GG. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Donson.